$125 for a top is crazy. Hello there and welcome back to another video. My name is Lainey Jean if you are new here, and if you are not new here, thank you so much for coming back and watching another video. Last week I posted a video of me sitting down reacting to overconsumption, and I think it resonated with a lot of you guys, not only just like talking about overconsumption but kind of the laid back format. So I'm gonna try to lean into that a little bit more. I do like doing scripted videos where I research a specific topic, but I am not opposed to being a little bit more relaxed with some of my posts. So today we are going to be doing a fun little de-influencing style video. We're going to be talking about things that I don't want to buy for summer 2026, or like trends I won't be partaking in, pieces I won't be spending money on, whatever I put in the title of this video. If you hear my cat in the background, I apologize. Actually, let me introduce you to my cat. Everybody say hi, Saba. Right. Do you have any words for the camera? Nothing to say. He's a man of very few words. Starting off strong, number one, swimsuits. I have no need for more swimsuits. First of all, I rarely go swimming in the summer because I don't actually live by any bodies of water that are swimmable. When I was in Wisconsin, I was swimming as much as possible. But here in New York, I just don't have access to safe water to swim in other than the pool that I go to swim laps, and like the few times that I will go upstate in the summer and possibly be able to go swimming. So it really isn't necessary to me. I don't like to tan. I actually hate the feeling of sun on my skin because I can feel it burning me even when I have intense amounts of sunscreen on. It's one of the most uncomfortable feelings ever for me. I also own way more swimsuits than I deem necessary. I purchased 3 swimsuits together like 3 years ago all at once, which goes against how I would approach it now. We live and we learn. And I will plan to use those. I'm going on a few trips over the summer where I will need swimsuits, so I plan to use them and give them the use that they need. And I've used them over the past 3 years on any trips I've gone on, any times that I have gone swimming. And then I also have my 2 full body swimsuits that I use when I swim laps at the pool. I have no use for more swimsuits, and swimsuits are so expensive now. Not necessarily ones that are being more like sustainably made, but like Frankie's bikinis, I'm pretty sure those run for like $100 just for like the top or the bottom. I'm gonna fact check that real quick. And I don't believe they do anything to like be particularly sustainable. $125 for a top is crazy. Hello? Are we okay? Because in what world are we charging $125 for a polyester swim top that covers half of your boob? Sorry, half of your chest. I don't know if YouTube's gonna like me saying the word boob. Okay, sorry, it's nylon and spandex, not polyester. $120 for a swimsuit top is actually insane. If you are thinking about buying a new swimsuit, let this be your reminder that if you already have one, that works perfectly fine. You don't have to get the newest, trendiest pattern that's going to be out of style next season. I have a gingham print one, which I don't know if gingham technically ever goes out of style in the summer or like the spring and summer, but I would say it was one of the trendier patterns I got. My other 2 pieces are solid colors, brown and orange, which I love both of those colors. And the gingham I got is blue. So it's like they fit in my closet and with my personal style, and I will wear them. Don't be afraid to have the trendy patterns if you are looking to get a swimsuit, but make sure that it's something that you can continue to wear for multiple years, even once it's no longer the on-trend look, because I feel like a lot of people feel like they need to get rid of whatever pieces, regardless of whether it's a swimsuit, skirt. I'm thinking of the Anthropologie like blue and brown polka dot skirt that's really popular right now. If you're looking for a skirt, don't go off of what the trending pattern is. Go off of what is going to work for you and your personal style in the long run. Next, no surprise at all if you follow me pretty much anywhere, because I feel like I talk about this a decent amount. I have no need for new matching sets. I put down on my notes I need more workout clothes. Need is a very strong word, so I would say I would like to purchase more workout clothes because I am cycling through the same same 3 outfits right now. It is a pair of Adidas soccer shorts with a red tank top and this old sweater I have, sweatshirt, like cotton sweatshirt thing that my mom got for me when she was in Costa Rica, and then 2 Planet Noosa sets that I have. And I love my Planet Noosa sets. I've had both of them. I've had the strawberry one for 2 years now and the green one for 6 months. I got it for Christmas this year, and I wear them multiple times a week. As someone who is a dancer, a runner, a lifter, someone that lives a very active lifestyle, I do kind of need, or I would like to have more clothes, because sometimes I will get done doing a lift and then I have an audition to go to, and I don't want to be wearing this sweaty outfit all day that I've already lifted in. Or same with running, or if I go take a dance class and then I want to go lift after, having to do laundry so frequently just to be able to wear the 3 outfits I have is inconvenient, and also is probably wasting more water than necessary. However, me wanting new workout clothes does not mean I need new workout clothes or new matching sets, specifically the like nylon spandex polyester super tight sets. Because as much as I love my Planet Noosa ones, I have been itching for more, I don't want to say like baggy, but like loose and more free form outfits. A big topic I've seen a lot online, specifically in the fashion space, in regards to athletic clothes is personalization and personal style of your athletic clothes, and the conversation of how athletic clothes used to be made versus now. In like the 90s and 2000s, clothes were made a lot more, they had a lot more personality to them. They weren't so form-fitting. They were a bit more breathable. I'm thinking of the like Adidas loose capris and like Adidas track pants, soccer shorts, like the pair I have. And I think that I want to lean more into that. So I've been doing a lot of looking on Depop. I'm going to look on some other places too, but right now the main place I've looked is Depop. I also made an entire post on my Instagram talking about finding athletic clothes secondhand. That was more specifically for like the matching set kind of vibe or the tighter fitting sets. I think that you obviously can do it for any style of clothing. I wanted to take a second to go through my Depop and kind of show you guys what it looks like, what I look up when I'm looking for things, just because I think that a lot of times online people will say, oh, I found this, thrifting online on Depop, on Poshmark, on Benny, whatever. They don't show the specifics of how they got there or like what they search for, brands they enjoy, the words they use, like keywords and whatever. So I'm gonna do my best to explain it to you. I don't know how well I'll do, but I'll try. One of the first things I've been looking for is Y2K Adidas and Nike pieces. They have really unique tank top designs and shorts designs that I feel like we don't really see anymore, and they're not so tight that you can't like breathe in them. I feel like all of my clothes I was wearing when I was in college, it was just so skin tight that if I felt even the tiniest bit bloated one day, or I didn't want to feel stuff stuck to my skin, I really had no option because that's all I had. So one of the things I've been looking up is Y2K, either Nike or Adidas tank tops. Adidas sweatpants, again, super cool designs. Some of these might be a little bit more new. I try to, if I'm going for a sweatpant, I try to find them in cotton. If I'm wearing a cotton sweatpant, I'm going to purposely be wearing it on something I won't sweat as much, whether that be just like to walk to the gym, wearing them to a dance class for warm up so that it doesn't like get super sweaty. I've been loving looking for just cotton tank tops, Old Navy camis. I love a good Old Navy cami. I will literally just look up cotton cami, cotton tank top, Old Navy, Gap. Again, Nike has some really interesting designs for them. Oh, here's another example of a cool Nike tank top. I feel like we just don't have as much personality in our athletic clothes anymore. Also, a good old graphic tee. If you have graphic tees in your closet already, totally use them to work out in. I don't think that your workout outfit has to be flattering. I don't know when we decided that in order to work out, your clothes have to be put together and perfect. If you show up to the gym in a pair of oversized shorts and a giant t-shirt and you're still getting the workout done, who cares what you look like? But also, on the flip side, if you enjoy putting on that matching set and you enjoy, doing your hair in a fun hairstyle, making yourself feel a little extra special to go to the gym. Editing Lainey here. I also just want to make the disclaimer that if you feel put together wearing baggy shorts and a baggy t-shirt, that's also amazing. You can feel put together however you want, and I'm not going to judge that. I just want to clarify that. Back to me. that is also fine. This is not me bashing on the people who enjoy doing that. I will say though, you don't need a million matching sets in order to go to the gym. You can still look cute and put together and have personal style without it A, being a matching set, or B, having to have millions of options. When I say I want to get more athletic clothes, I don't mean that I need an entire closet full of options, but I would like to get like 2 or 3 more pairs of shorts that I can wear that I like the fit of, that I don't feel like I'm constantly pulling down or pulling up when I'm lifting and running. That works for both of them and for dance classes. And then same with either pants or capris, depending on what I can find. I also need new sports bras. Those obviously I'm not gonna be able to get away with being loose. I do like Gymshark sports bras based on my personal preference. So I've been looking into those. And then Outdoor Voices and Girlfriend Collective as well. I like the styles. Keywords I like to look up: Y2K athletic clothes, athletic tank tops, cotton camis, track pants, Adidas and Nike soccer shorts. Those are kind of the things I look up. Obviously, it'll be different for every single person. I am a firm believer in finding inspiration from the world around you, but also Pinterest is a really good tool to go to right now because it has been such a topic in fashion to find inspiration from older forms of exercise clothes that isn't the traditional matching set, but you wear whatever you want. But that's why I will not be buying new matching sets, and I will be on the hunt for some good vintage or secondhand pieces. All right, let's get into number 3. Again, I will not be purchasing a new knee-high black boot. Why, you ask? Because I refuse to spend the money on a new pair of boots when I know that my dream pair of boots are out there, secondhand, waiting for me to find them. I'm sorry, I can't be spending $200 to $300 on a pair of brand new boots. That's not in the budget. If anyone knows anyone selling knee-high black boots with like a tiny heel or even like a platform, put examples on the screen for you, of course, in a size 9 or 9.5, let me know. Because that is part of my struggle as well, is I have bigger feet. I don't have like huge feet, but like as far as being a woman goes, I have like on the larger side of feet. I know I can find them secondhand and there's no need for me to buy them new. I use something called the Gap List, and I talked about this in my video doing my closet clean out, explaining what it is. But in short, it is this list where I keep track of how often I think of something that I feel I'm missing in my closet. And then after I write down the first time I thought of it, I track how many times I think about it afterwards. And I have been thinking about knee-high black boots for the past 6 to 8 months nonstop. Like, it is nobody's business. I have so many different outfits in my brain that I could wear them. Any maxi skirt in my closet would go perfectly with a pair of knee-high black boots. I want to wear them with my tailored shorts and my jorts and my jeans and my dresses. I truly very rarely find shoes that feel like they're a style that could be versatile with everything in my closet. But I feel that way, at least right now, about a black knee-high boot. Maybe this could be trends getting to me, but I feel like I've been thinking about it so much for so long that it's a sign I need to find them. But I only recently started looking, like actively looking. I was like looking on online secondhand shops passively and saving stuff, but I haven't like been searching. So if you have any good recommendations of like brands, styles, anything like that to help a girl out to find them secondhand, let me know in the comments, but I won't be buying them new. Number 4, Gap Barrel overalls. But if you're $120 for a pair of not cotton overalls, I'm gonna look up the makeup of them because I can't remember exactly what material it uses, but I went in person to the Gap store and tried them on to see if I liked them. It was a mistake on my part to go into the store and try them on because they are in fact the best fitting overalls I've ever tried in my entire life. They are the exact fit I want in a pair of overalls, specifically because I don't love the look of a true like straight leg overall on me. And these ones, the horseshoe effect, I just feel like it fits my body's proportions so well. They feel so comfy. Okay, so they're 59% cotton. And then they're also a mix of viscose and 5% recycled cotton. They were very soft. I just worry that the material, like the integrity of the makeup of the fabric, is not going to last longer than like a couple years versus a 100% cotton fabric, I think is going to last a lot longer. But I will say, because of the cotton Tenso viscose blend, they are very soft. So part of me wonders if maybe that's a risk I take and I just hand wash them to be really gentle on them. Hi, Editing Lainey again. I did some research on the Gap overalls since making this video. I recorded it yesterday and I had a bit of interest learning about what viscose. Specifically, I went back and read the makeup one more time. It's Tencel viscose, which is supposedly a more sustainable alternative for viscose because it doesn't use harsh chemicals in it and very little waste is made when making the material. If anyone has any more information on that, I have been doing some Googling. I get into rabbit holes on fabric makeup sometimes and then I get lost because some of the information is from brands that are like trying to make it appear better than it actually is. So if you have any information on the sustainability of it, drop it in the comments. I'm always trying to learn more about the sustainability and makeup of different fabrics and what companies are trying to do to be more sustainable. So if this is Gap trying to make a more eco-friendly swap on their part, that's great. But yeah, I still stand by, I want to find it secondhand if possible. I feel like by next fall, they will be sold on secondhand websites or in thrift stores. Like, unfortunately, I do feel like we are moving that fast with trends that people will get bored of them. Even though I feel like an overall is a timeless piece, I think the shape will be something that people will get bored of. So I wonder if I will be able to find them, which is why I've been holding out. Even though I have wanted a new pair of overalls for 2 years because I grew out of my previous pair that I thrifted back in Wisconsin in like 7th or 8th grade. And I loved them and they did me so good for the run, but they do not fit anymore. So if you know anyone that's getting rid of the medium indigo ultra soft denim horseshoe overalls in a size medium, let a woman know, because they're sold out on the website right now too. So it's not even like I could buy them new if I wanted to. Number 5, metallic makeup. Now this is something that's been popping up on my Pinterest a lot. I have an entire Pinterest board of, I don't want to say editorial makeup, but very fun and expressive and exciting makeup looks that I want to try out and play around with, which I think some of you guys have noticed in my YouTube videos that I've been playing around a lot more with like my eyeshadow or like the makeup on my eyes. Not today. Today I'm barefaced actually because my skin has been freaking out. I love this kind of alien, galactic, futuristic, shimmery metallic look that has been coming up on my Pinterest. But here's the thing, I have so much makeup. Not like an ungodly amount, but enough, right? Like I have the Makeup by Mario Moonlight Ethereal Palette, I believe is what it's called. Although I dropped it like twice and 4 of the eyeshadows broke out of it. And so I'm down to a third or half of the shades now. But I use that every single time I do my eyeshadow. And I have a fun green eyeliner that I love to wear now, or I guess it's like teal-ish. It's called emerald green, but it appears teal, at least on my eyes. So I have makeup that I can make do with, and I have been doing that. And I think taking the inspiration from the photos and not copying it exactly, but rather using it as inspiration to then push myself to be creative with what I have is almost more interesting than if I had just clicked on the link of the product and bought the exact product that someone else was using. At the end of the day, if I were to get that product, I probably would only use it for that one specific look. I mean, me being me, I would find other ways to use it, but like I would be only inspired to use it probably by that one specific look. And then I would also have to push myself outside my comfort zone to find other ways to use it, which if we're already doing that in the first place with the makeup I already have, why would I try to add another product that I need to use up? Number 6, sailor hats. These have started coming into trend, I think, like last summer. They are quirky and a little funky and almost whimsical in a way. I don't really like using that word, but I'm gonna use it here because it feels right. They are so cool to me. If I saw you wearing that outside, you were ultimately, like, you are immediately cool to me. Like, right? Like if I see someone wearing a sailor hat, you are immediately cool to me because you are doing something that you aren't seeing the average person wear. You're pushing boundaries. You're trying something new. Do I want to partake in it? Yes. My bangs would hate me for it, actually. It would be a pain in the ass. Wearing a hat with my bangs in general is already a struggle. To try and wear like a fun and funky hat with it, I feel like it would just, I guess you wear the hat more back, but I think then it would look maybe weird. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, I don't feel like it's realistic for my lifestyle and my job. I already have a hard enough time as it is with styling outfits that are practical as a nanny and a professional dancer who is at auditions all the time. Finding something that isn't a bunch of stuff to carry in a bag that I have to change into after an audition. I just feel like my outfits have had to become a lot more simple than I would like them to be because of practicality reasons, and that's just the way things are right now. Moving on, a little bit of moving away from fashion trends, I want to talk about skincare routines. I've made this pretty clear in my last few videos, but I will not be buying a new skincare routine. There are a decent amount of skincare brands dropping right now. I get tempted every once in a while to buy a new skincare routine, or I'll have brands reach out to me offering to send me new products, and I try to be very picky. I haven't taken any new skincare products in like the last 6 months just because my skin is so sensitive. And that is one of the main reasons why I refuse to fall for these new skincare lines, is because my skin is so sensitive. I change up one product in my routine and my skin feels like it is burned off for a week. Very rarely do I find products that every product works for my skin. Like I tried the Goodall products. I did a modeling campaign for them for their Vita C sunscreen, and they sent me home with a bunch of their products. And this is not sponsored. Every single one of those products has worked for my skin. And I don't know if it's because it's Korean skincare that it worked for me, or if it's their particular formulas, but I was able to switch to those right away and my skin did not freak out. Every other product that I've tried in the past year or two that has been sent to me, I've either had to very slowly introduce it, or it has completely messed up my skin and made it extremely stripped and just burn insanely. So it's just not worth it to me. I just don't really have any interest. I'm good with my Lubriderm and SPF. Number 8, summer scents. There are new scents dropping all the time, and it is a very common thing for people to have like a different scent for every season. And while I think that's cool, I don't think that I would be able to use up perfume that quickly. I use the Lure Somewhere But Nowhere. Actually, let me grab that real quick. This is the perfume I use. One of the best smelling perfumes I think I've ever used in my entire life. I get one scent throughout the year. That is just what I've decided has worked for me. But last year I did 2 scents in the like really tiny, like half a fluid ounce. I don't know. Like the travel ones that you can throw in your purse. I did one in the YSL Red Opium and then the Mesa Margiela Jazz Replica. And I would carry those in my purse and I would layer them because I liked the scent of them when they were stacked. But this one on its own is perfection. Absolutely gorgeous. I love a perfume that leans masculine. I also am of the belief that perfume of any kind shouldn't be gendered. Like you can just smell however you want to smell, regardless of if you're a man, woman, non-binary. Like shouldn't matter. You can just smell like a scent that you like. Changing my scent for the summer just doesn't make sense to me. If for some reason I run out of this, because I did get this in March and I am over halfway done. I don't know if you can see that. I am down to there. But this is the bigger section of the bottle versus this part is a bit more narrow. So I don't really know how much I have left. I just think that I'm going to use this until it's gone and then I'll decide if I'm repurchasing it or if I want to try something different. Having multiple scents, other than what I did last year, like having full bottles of multiple scents, I think would make me feel like I have to use a lot more than what I use on a regular basis. I fear I would be trying to spray more than necessary to get through the product in a timely manner, which then defeats the whole purpose of having the product, because then you're just wasting product. Number 9 of things I will not be buying: journal supplies, specifically junk journal supplies. I feel like buying a bunch of supplies to junk journal almost defeats the purpose of junk journaling. If you are a person that junk journals every single day and you have been religiously for like a year, maybe then it's time you could consider maybe getting like a few things, some fun paper, some stickers. I know for me personally though, that I ebb and flow so heavily with my hobbies that the second I buy a bunch of stuff to journal, I'm actually going to be less interested in doing the junk journaling itself. I journal, just like writing in my journal on a regular basis. Junk journaling is like so random for me. If I collect things over like a month or something and then I decide I want to put a page of it in my journal, that's just like what I do. But I'm not someone that's junk journaling every day. So it doesn't make sense for me. Even though I love to see the spreads people do on Instagram Reels, on YouTube, when people do like a long form junk journal with me video. It's so fun to watch. I don't need to do it. I just want to watch it. And lastly, it's polyester. All right. I have had it up to here with polyester. I am so done with polyester. It smells, it hurts my skin, falls apart. Everything is made of it now, and everything that's made of it just feels so cheap. I can touch pieces in a store now and I can go, oh, I know that's 100% polyester. And that's not a good thing, in my opinion. A small little bit of polyester with like some cotton, say like a 95% cotton, 5% polyester, or like an 80-20 in a vintage piece or a thrifted piece, maybe okay if I love it, if I get to like try it on and I know that it's not gonna bother me. It would have to be a case by case basis. Then maybe I would consider it. 100% polyester pieces that are new, like fast fashion pieces, absolutely not. Not doing it. I already try not to purchase fast fashion in the first place, and I haven't bought in any new clothes this year. And I don't think that's that hot of a take now. I think people are becoming more aware of the harm polyester does and the problem with microplastics and just the harm that plastics cause to our earth as a whole. Not that we haven't been aware that plastic is bad for our planet, but in clothing, I think people are starting to wake up to the fact that we probably should not be putting that on our skin every day because it's clearly not something that reacts well. This whole video was kind of a ramble. But I hope you enjoyed this chatty video. If you have anything that you've been considering buying and you want me to de-influence you, let me know. If you have anything that you've considered buying and decided you're not going to buy, let me know. If you have any recommendations for the couple of products I mentioned in here, like brands or ways to find them secondhand, let me know in the comments. And with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Turn on post notifications so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. Send this to someone. I want this community to grow. I want people to be informed on conscious consumerism. Yeah. All right, that's all. Love you. Bye.